Assalamualaikum everyone, my name's Farah Halabi and I'm a professional Muslim life coach. Welcome to day 4 of my Ramadan Reflections. What does it take for you to have a really great Ramadan? What do you think you need to do in order to experience this beautiful month in the way that you want? What would it mean for you to say at the end of the month, I've done it the way that I want to? Does it involve doing lots of things? Does it involve a certain amount of doing? Does it involve a certain amount of energy, amount of stuff that needs doing? And if it does, what is that certain amount? What is it for you that you need to do or that you need to be in order for you to say, I am doing Ramadan the way that I want to? For a lot of people, especially the ones that I speak to, especially the ladies, the amazing women that I speak to, they have this very, 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 very long to-do list of what it takes for them to feel like, you know, they're doing Ramadan. And subhanAllah, yes, in this month, there are so many blessings on offer. There are so many rewards on offer that we want to earn those rewards. But for some, the way in which we can earn those rewards is almost obliterated by the overwhelm of what it takes to be doing Ramadan the way that you want. For some, it's, well, I'll know, or, you know, I'll know that I'm doing Ramadan properly, or I'm not doing Ramadan properly because I'm not reading copious amounts of Quran. When I'm praying my salah, I don't feel connected. I'm not feeling that vibe that's getting me into this Ramadan spirit. Shaitan is locked away. So, you know, what's left is me. And I just feel tired and disconnected and grumpy and just easily distracted. What does that say about me? What does that mean for me? Is that who I really am? And all of those questions and all of those doubts and all of those suspicions are taking them further and further away from doing what it is they want to be doing in Ramadan that will give them the evidence that they are having a brilliant Ramadan. It's stopping them from even picking up the Quran. It's stopping them from even, you know, praying those extra nawafil because they are questioning themselves with, oh my goodness, am I, you know, I'm not good enough. I'm not connecting to Allah enough. I'm not reading enough Quran. I'm not doing enough salah. I'm not doing enough ibadah. I'm not. I feel like I'm not a good enough Muslim. I feel like I'm disconnected. I feel like there must be something wrong because Shaitan's locked away and I'm still dragging my heels. So does that mean that was me? And all of those questions are preventing them from doing those acts of ibadah. Does that sound like you? Because if it does, subhanAllah, it happens to a lot of us. It happens to the ones that are so wanting to do well in this month, but it is the self-beliefs, it is the ideas, the thoughts that they have about themselves that percolate and percolate and percolate and brew up this whole overwhelming drama that keeps them stuck and doing nothing. Without that drama, what's left? Just doing. Without the feeling of, or the thoughts of, I'm not good enough. I'm not connected to Allah. I'm not doing enough ibadah. I know that I'll be connected to Allah when I've read a certain amount of pages of the Quran, when I've done a certain number of nawafil prayers, when I've done X amount of ibadah, whatever that looks like, then I'll be connected to Allah. Then I'll be okay. Then I'll have the Ramadan that I want. You right now are as connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as you're going to get right now. You have everything that you need right now to connect to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You don't have to read 10 pages of the Quran first and then connect. You don't have to get on the salah mat and do your salah before you're connected. You are already connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala right now. And right now, this is exactly where you are meant to be. The things that are happening around you are exactly as they are meant to happen. If they weren't, they wouldn't happen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would have decreed something else. But that does not mean that you have to stay where you are right now. You don't need a qualification or X amount of hours of work before you are connected, before you have that relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He tells us, the Prophet says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I am just as my slave thinks I am, i.e. I am able to do for him what he thinks I can do for him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is as we expect him to be. And thinking about him, you do that. That's what you're doing. And you can do that without having done everything, all of those prerequisites that you think you have to do before you can connect to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are already connected to him. And he is as you think of him. If you think of him in a way that makes you feel that you've got to do all of this stuff first, or when you've done that stuff, then you'll be connected to him. He doesn't say that. He tells you that that he is as you think of him. And you can think right now, what are your beliefs about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? But more importantly, or just as importantly, what are your beliefs about yourself? If right now you are thinking, I'm not good enough, I don't do enough, I haven't done enough, I should have done more, I should be doing X, Y, Z, I could be doing more salah, why am I not doing it? Why am I dragging my heels? What does that say about me? All of that is just keeping you stuck in those questions because there's no answer there. There's no solution that's going to make you think, oh, right, okay, yeah, that's a great answer. That's the reason why. It's just going to cause you to look more and more down upon yourself. Starting off from where you are right now. What is the truth of your situation right now? You are here. It is Ramadan right now. You are connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you can choose right now how you build upon that connection. The salah and the fasting and the Quran reading are not your way into connecting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're already connected to him, and you furnish and nourish and nurture that connection by the ibadah that you want to do, by praying to him, by fasting for him, by reading Quran. But if you've got in your mind you need to be doing all of that first, then you'll feel connected, it's the wrong way round. And that is just going to keep you in this cycle of overwhelm, procrastination, guilt, and keeping you stuck and not feeling great at all. There's no wonderful, beautiful Ramadan feeling in that place. So start with the premise right now. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you this moment. You are here. You can't go back into the past and worship him, nor can you spring forward, but you can worship him right now with a thought, with that connection. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has got me. I'm doing my best. I'm here right now. I testify to the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I testify there is one true God, and affirming that, and then impounding on that thought. When you are connected, and you've created that because you are thinking of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a way that serves you. If you're thinking that I can't have the Ramadan that I want because I haven't done enough of this and I haven't done that and should have done this, that is just going to keep you from not doing anything but feeling really lousy. By having that, by creating that intentional thought and belief right now, what is true in this moment? It's Ramadan. You are here. You want to worship him. So crack on and do it by thinking good thoughts of him and good thoughts about you. You are doing your best. There is no magic number of pages or elusive number of rakahs. There is what you are doing. There is only what you are what you intend to do. And if the intention is to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala this month, earn his rewards, earn the blessings that are on offer this beautiful month by intentionally connecting to him and doing everything that you are doing already as a way of earning his pleasure, earning his rewards, of pleasing him, then mashallah, reading your Quran, knowing that you are connected with him, knowing that he is pleased with you, knowing that you are doing so from a place of choice, want, desire, love, hope, and not the fear of Allah, but the fear of displeasing him, the fear of doing something that displeases him, but the love of what pleases him. Do it. You're doing it already. But have a bit of mercy on yourself in these first 10 days of Ramadan. It is all about mercy, but there are 3 parts to that mercy. The mercy that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has for us, the mercy that we are able to show others, but also the mercy that we have for ourselves. When you are merciful to yourself, when you have that belief that you are good enough, already, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created you. You want to worship him, you want to do Ramadan. You're in a great place. Do what you can with what you've got. And right now, you are as connected to him as you are ever going to be in this moment. Power up from that connection. From that place, when you read your Quran, you choose, you decide. Could be a few lines right now. Doing what you can with what you've got, with the time, with the energy, with the resources that you have right now. And knowing that he sees what you go through. He sees your struggles. He sees what you do. And there is no, I have to do X, Y, Z before I can feel connected to him. He is as his servant thinks of him. Think of him as, right now, you've been connected to him. Just right now, you're thinking about him. In a way that serves you, you're connected. Read your Quran. Do your nawafil. Do your dhikr. Whatever it is you want to do from a place of belief, conviction, faith, and knowing that you are already connected to him, and crack on. I hope that's helped today, inshallah. I'd love to know how your day has been. I'd love to know how things are going. Day 4, subhanallah. What's it been like for you? And do you think, or have you felt that you have to do a certain amount of ibadah before you're in that Ramadan vibe? Does that resonate with you? I'd love to know. And if you are a professional Muslim woman who is trying to deal with these feelings of not being good enough, of not doing enough, of not being enough, what would your Ramadan look like without them? What would your Ramadan look like from a place of, you're already enough. You're already more than good enough. You are the best. You're the best you. No one else can be you. No one else can do you. No one else can think like you, feel like you, behave like you. No one can worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala like you do for you. And he does not make mistakes. If you're having a bit of a hard time and you're struggling with that, you know where to find me. You can connect with me at my, you can either private message me or send me an email at connects@farahhalaby.com. I'm going to let you crack on with connecting with Allah right now. But I was going to say more, but I'm going to keep it short and sweet, inshallah. So, as always, I pray that you are safe, well, happy and healthy. And inshallah, I'll be on tomorrow for another little conversation. But for now, take care. Assalamu alaikum.